In this episode of Right on the Money, we're looking at what to do after an accident, because accidents are going to happen pretty often, in fact, with automobiles. Maybe less often, but still disappointingly so, mishaps also occur with brownies. A true story, but not a proud one here. As a teenager, I mixed and put some brownie batter into the oven, but when I checked on it part of the way through the baking process, it looked really flat. I had forgotten the eggs. Again, I was a teenage boy, and so of course, I feverishly beat some eggs into the hot batter and continued baking it. When it was all said and done, we had scrambled egg brownies. I had baked what we could call a diminished value dessert because no one wanted that. Kind of like someone might not really want to buy your beautiful car someday if they see something like a Carfax report that shows it had previously been in a major accident. Even if it had had a thorough repair job done on it, the fact that it suffered that damage before could dent your car's value. And so you should know that you can file a diminished value claim with the insurance company of the driver who was at fault. Now, you may need to get an appraisal of that diminished value, and even then, you'll probably still have to negotiate with the insurer on this, but you may well get a payment for your car's lost future value, and this is in addition to the money that the insurer pays to repair your vehicle. I know someone who just went through this after their SUV was smacked. The insurance company for the driver who hit her paid more than $10,000 to get her SUV back to the way it was. But she also filed a diminished value claim with them. They offered her an additional $1,200 for that. She may have been able to press for more than that, but didn't want to battle, so she accepted it. Now, they hadn't offered any such payment, though, until she insisted upon it. By the way, law firms and appraisers point out that you can generally file one of these claims for a past accident that isn't more than 2 years old. And you may even be able to make this kind of a claim with your own insurer if the at-fault driver was uninsured or underinsured. Again, the insurance company is probably not going to bring any of this up about a potential extra payment to you unless you press for it. I've got more details on this in my article today at Jason Wheeler TV, on Facebook, Threads, and Blue Sky. And for those of you who are still wondering, absolutely I ate those failed scrambled egg brownies. I like chocolate, I like eggs, and I don't like to waste. So I was wrong on the recipe, but right on the money.